They flew in machines made of canvas and wood. No armor, no radios, no parachutes. Just a map, a compass, and a bomb strapped to the underside of a plane older than their parents. And in the silence of the Eastern Front, German soldiers whispered a single name: Nachthexen, the Night Witches. Tonight we tell the story of the women who turned the quiet of night into a Soviet weapon and became the most feared bomber unit of World War II. By 1941, the Soviet Union was burning. Operation Barbarossa smashed through cities, villages, and airfields. Stalin's air force was shattered. Desperate for pilots, Stalin did something no other major military dared to do. He ordered the creation of 3 all-female aviation regiments. At the center of this decision was one woman, Marina Raskova, the Soviet Amelia Earhart, record-breaking aviator, national hero, and the only person bold enough to tell Stalin that women could fight the Luftwaffe. Stalin agreed, but with a catch. They would have to prove themselves immediately or be disbanded. And so, the 588th Night Bomber Regiment was born. The women who arrived at Engels Air Force School were barely adults, students, factory workers, farm girls. Many had never even seen a military aircraft before. They trained with freezing hands, slept in unheated barracks, and wore oversized men's boots stuffed with newspaper. But they had something no amount of training could teach: determination to take revenge for a homeland under fire. Their aircraft? The fragile Polikarpov Po-2, a crop duster made of plywood and cloth. Top speed, 92 miles per hour. No armor, no radios, open cockpit. German pilots joked it was as slow as a bicycle. They stopped laughing once the war began. 2 women per plane, 1 pilot, 1 navigator. They flew so low they could see German soldiers' cigarettes glowing in the dark. But their deadliest trick was this: at the last moment before bombing, the pilot cut the engine. The plane drifted silently, like a ghost. The Germans said it sounded like a broomstick sweeping across the sky. Thus came the name, Nachthexen, the Night Witches. If you're enjoying this deep dive into forgotten World War II stories, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss another episode of World War II Retold History. Now, back to the Night Witches. Imagine this. It's past midnight outside Stalingrad. Snow is falling sideways. Searchlights sweep the sky. A Po-2 creeps in. The navigator, Nadezhda Popova, holds a stopwatch and a tiny flashlight. The pilot, Yevdokia Bershanskaya, grips the stick as flak bursts around them, explosions shaking a plane made of wood. Popova whispers, 2 seconds? Drop. The bombs fall. The engine restarts. The witches vanish into the night. A single mission wasn't enough. They flew 8, 10, even 15 sorties a night, returning only long enough to refuel and reload. Their record? 18 missions in one night. The Luftwaffe was humiliated. Ace pilots, veterans of France, Poland, and the Mediterranean, couldn't stop a group of women flying wooden biplanes older than the war itself. To shoot down a Po-2, you had to slow your fighter to near stalling speed. Many Germans crashed trying. So the Wehrmacht escalated. Spotlights, rapid-fire flak, search and destroy patrols, even bounties. A German commander ordered, "Anyone who shoots down a night witch earns an Iron Cross." Only one night witch was ever captured. She tore up her maps, destroyed her notes, and said nothing. Courage came with a price. Planes didn't return. Bombs detonated too early. Engines froze mid-flight. Some women died from exposure before enemy fire even touched a... When Berlin fell in 1945, the night witches had flown over 30,000 sorties, 23,000 tons of bombs, thousands of enemy positions struck. They produced 24 heroes of the Soviet Union, countless wounded who kept flying, zero sense of regret. Their planes were slow, outdated, fragile, but in the hands of the night witches, they became the sharpest blade in Stalin's night arsenal. German soldiers never forgot the sound of them, that faint whoosh, that whisper, that broomstick in the dark. If you've enjoyed this retelling, consider liking the video. It helps the channel more than you know. And subscribe to WW2 Retold History for more untold stories of World War II brought to life. The story of the Night Witches is part history, part legend, and part memorial to bravery under impossible conditions. Some details vary between sources. Some stories are remembered differently by those who survived. But one truth remains. These women, armed with nothing but courage, plywood planes, and the cover of night, changed the course of the war. And they earned a place in military history no one can ever take away.